I've made videos stating that Deontay Wilder had arguably the hardest right hand in the history of boxing. Then, the Wilder versus Parker fight happened. Wilder's right hand went from being the most dangerous weapon in boxing to being the most ineffective weapon in the sport today. So in this video, I'm going to show you how and why this is the case. Alright, so let's get started. Deontay Wilder's whole approach to boxing is to land the right hand. That's it, that's all. Now, I'm a huge fan of Deontay Wilder's, but he's a one-trick pony. Now that one trick is massive. That trick is great. A simpler explanation is boxing is the manipulation of distance and timing to safely land your punches. Now, whether it's due to his advanced age, Wilder is 38 after all, or all the time he's taken off, Wilder seems to have lost his ability to manage both distance and timing, and it's painfully clear as I'm about to show you right now. Wilder pendulum stepped in with a leaping left hook, and he smothered his right hand. This is the main reason why Wilder lost this fight, and it's the main reason why Wilder's right hand is ineffective. Again, let's take a look at it. Wilder's going to leap in with the leaping left hook, but he leaped in way too close, and he threw a long right hand. Watch. All right. Same reason. Wilder is constantly smothering his right hand. Look at that. Look at his arm. He's constantly throwing long right hands where it should be either short right hands or right uppercuts. And he just never really made this adjustment. Take a look at it again. He leaps too far in and smothers his right hand. He smothers his work. Now, that was a decent manipulation of distance. That was decent. And it looks like that was a decent right hand. Let's take a look at it. Boom, pendulum step. He has the proper distance. He threw a decent right hand, slightly too far away. Parker did an okay job of avoiding it. All right, again, Wilder measures. He shot a long right hand. He's in mid-range, so he should shoot a short right. Your right hand should be crooked, like an L shape, and you should be driving with your hip. He threw a long right hand, and that's why it missed. Instead, he should have threw a short right hand. That's why he missed. The biggest detriment to Wilder's right hand is that he constantly smothers his right hand. All right, we're gonna pick it back up. Again, he's too close. Watch how he threw the right hand. It's just terrible. He could just throw first of all, he smothered his work. But if you're that close, you throw a short right hand or a right uppercut. He just kept trying to throw down. Again, look, that's just terrible. Let's look at it again. All right, Wilder skates onto the line, but he skates too close. Well, no, not necessarily. That's about right. But he threw a long right hand. It should be a short right hand. He extended his right hand. He's too close to extend that right hand. He should throw a short right hand, not a long right hand. Meaning his arm should be crooked. You only throw that long right hand when you're off the line.
Both of them do the exact.
Again, he leaps in too far onto the line. He's off the line, right? All he needs to do is just pendulum step or skate maybe 3 to 4 inches at the most, and then let that right hand go. So watch. Look at his foot. Look where his foot is at. His lead foot. His lead foot is on Joseph Parker's foot. It is that close. It doesn't necessarily have to be that close. He has a 7-inch reach advantage. All right. So now let's see how he throws the right hand. He can't make an adjustment. He's not making an adjustment. That should have been a short right hand or uppercut. Now he threw the uppercut right there, but it was smothered. Okay, again, he skates Again, that's not bad distance if you're gonna throw the short right hand. The short right hand is lined up. But he throws a long right hand over Joseph's head. Now, this is the 9th round. By this time, you know Joseph is ducking, so you should be throwing either short right hand, short right hooks, or right uppercuts. I mean, you got to make the adjustment. This is the 9th round. Let's continue. Now, here, you got to pull the trigger. He's not even pulling the trigger, right? He's touching. Kind of pop step forward. He's there. There's the short right hand is lined up. Jesus Christ, the short right hand is lined up, but he doesn't pull the trigger. All right, so we on to the next, and he misses this right hand. Look. How do you miss? What are you doing? This is why I'm saying I think he's too old now. He's too old. He's right there, and he still misses the right hand. All right, touch. And he threw the correct right hand as far as a short right. This is a short right hand. His arm is not extended, but Parker ducked under it, and you see him ducking under it, and he's been ducking under all fight, so I don't understand why it's not a right uppercut. All right, let's continue. Again, he threw this slappy right hand. Touch. There's a pendulum step. He's in line to throw a good short right hand. It's right there. A right hook or a right uppercut. But he threw this slappy right hand. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's going on with him. We see it in slow motion. I mean, how do you throw a right hand like that? He's touched. He's on the line. Pendulum step. Parker know the right hand is coming. It should be coming. You still land it. You know, a short right hand or a short right hook would be perfect. I mean, if you throw a short right hand right here, you could with Wilder's power, you can end the fight. But Wilder, his hand is extended and he's throwing slappy. He's throwing a slappy right hand. Watch. When I say Wilder's right hand is now the most ineffective right hand in the sport, this is why. From another angle, this right hand should be coming right here. Now it's looping and it's slappy. It don't even, the fist itself doesn't hit, his forearm hit. You see how Wilder falls off balance? He falls off balance. That's why he can't get his punches off. He's smothering himself and he's throwing himself off balance. Again, we are around 11. We're on round 11. He still can't manage this distance, and he's still smothering himself, and he's still falling off balance. Skate, but he skate too far in. But this still could be salvageable if you throw the right uppercut or a right hook, kind of a low right hook. Again, look how he throws his body forward. He's so out balanced. His punch mechanics is gone. This is why I say his right hand is now the most ineffective weapon in boxing. It's terrible. Again, let's see it again. Okay, Wilder looks like he skated again. Now, Parker is lined up. If Wilder throw this right hand correctly, Parker gets seriously hurt. But Wilder's punch mechanics is gone. It's gone. He swipes that right hand. He throws like a swiping right hand. Hey, that was almost there. But again, Parker has been ducking under Wilder's right hand all fight. This is literally the 11th round. This is the second to the last round. And Wilder is just not making any type of adjustment to throw kind of an uppercut or shovel that right hand, or even throw the right to the body. I don't think Wilder threw a body shot all fight. Again, let's look at it again. He's lined up perfect. He's lined up perfect. All Wilder needs to do is push his right hip forward. All right? Proper punch mechanic. Now, he should throw a long right hand from here. But if he goes forward a little bit, which he does, just a little bit, if you rotate your body, but Wilder constantly push his head forward. He just pushes his head forward. Look, this is crazy punch mechanic. Crazy punch mechanic. Again, I gotta say again, where's the right uppercut? Okay, so Wilder come with the leaping left hook, which is a good way to get on the line, to line yourself up with the right hand. But Wilder slaps the right hand. This is novice stuff. Wilder come in with the leaping left hook and smacks the right hand. Again, Wilder is able to get on the line. He just has his sense of distance is just totally off. Maybe it's his age or all the time he's been off, but his sense of distance is gone. All right. Parker is lined up. All right. You could throw the right uppercut because you know he's ducking into it, or a right hook, or right to the body. Again, Parker slaps down. He throws down. Here's the next one. Okay, he didn't even get a chance to get his right hand off. He smothers himself. I know I'm not talking about his boxing skill. I'm talking about the right hand. So Parker slips to his right, slips right into the right hand. And then he rolls. If Wilder could just throw a right hook toward the body, Parker duck right into it. Again, same thing, same thing. Wilder pendulum steps onto the line. He lines up Parker just fine. Wilder needs to throw a right hook towards the body. Parker's going to duck into it. You see? He just threw over his hand. He swiped. He throws a right hand that swipes. It's like a novice boxer. Good skate. The right uppercut is lined up. He should have let it go. Hey, you can let it go. You can split the high guard. Even if you don't throw the right uppercut, the right hook is lined up. The right hook to the body is lined up. I don't know what that was. Yeah, let's move on. Again. All right. Again, it's like a broken record. Touch. The touch is fine. Wilder is able to get on the line fine. Now, he is smothering. He's getting on the line oftentimes too close. But even then, he could throw short right hands. He could throw short right hands to the body. Look at Parker's body is open. I mean, Wilder has crushing right hand, but he does not use it. All right? Man, he just... Now, this is a decent right hand as far as how you supposed to, like a kind of a right hook. Parker does a good job getting under it. It's the 12th round where, this right hand probably would have worked in the first 3-4 rounds, before Parker started going under it. If Wilder would have been throwing a right uppercut once he made an adjustment to Parker's defense, then Parker would have had to change his defense. But Parker never had to change his defense. Look at this. The body is open. A right uppercut to the body, a right hook to the body. It's just open. All right, so while he's fighting on the inside and he tried to throw a right hand, he still couldn't connect. So he's on the inside. His punch mechanic is wrong, and he still couldn't connect. Yeah, Wilder's right hand is the most ineffective weapon in boxing today, because I've never seen anybody whose right hand went from being the most dominant weapon in the sport to just totally ineffective. This was Wilder's game. Wilder's whole game was to land a right hand. That was his whole approach to boxing. Like I say, Wilder is a one-trick pony, but that one trick was great. It took him to fame and fortune, and he won a belt, but now he just cannot get the right hand off. He just totally lost his sense of distance, his distance management, and his sense of timing and rhythm. And at 38, I don't believe he could get it back. So, all right, so now we're going to look at Deontay Wilder's attempted right hand counters. And I do say attempted. So Parker leaps in. Deontay Wilder is out of position. Look at his feet. He's not in a boxing position. This is why his counter doesn't work. He threw the right hand. Okay, so Parker pushes off with his back foot and leaps in with a leaping left hook. Deontay Wilder is not in a boxing position. So when you're not in a boxing position, your chances of landing a good counterpunch diminish greatly. That's one of the reasons why Wilder misses. And he threw a long right hand. He extended his arm. You see how his arm is extended? He should have threw a short right hand. Parker did a mistake by coming in with his head against a good counterpuncher. You know, you're supposed to make him pay. He's lined up. If you just throw a short right hand in this path, he has him, but he doesn't do that. All right, so Parker leaps in. Parker with a fake jab. He throws in the fake jab. They get Wilder react. And look at Wilder's long right hand. Again, he's not seeing the distance. All right, Parker is coming in. You know this and his head is coming down. You should be throwing right hooks toward the body so Parker can duck into it, or right uppercuts. But he's throwing a downward trajectory right hand that Parker constantly is going under. Again, his right hand is ineffective. Look at this counter. This swiping counter. All right, Parker throws an overhand right. My God. No, looks like Wilder put himself in more of a position to do a check hook than to come back with the counter right hand. And again, he swiped the right hand and went over Parker's head. Now, by this time, Wilder should understand that Parker is constantly ducking, and he could duck right into a low right hook or a right uppercut. But Wilder never seemed to get it. All right, Wilder was late on the return fire. That's why I believe Wilder he's a touch off. So Parker comes with the overhand right, touches Wilder. Wilder, loses his position and leans back to the rope. All right, Wilder do a long guard. He's not in really any position, and he's not able to get the right hand off in time to make Parker pay. Maybe if Wilder was younger, a few years ago, he might have landed the right hand, but today he's not able to do it. All right, Wilder tried to throw a cross counter. Let's see. Parker throws a lead hook. Looks like it landed. And again, look at this long right hand. Parker is too close to Wilder to be throwing a right hand this long. He needs to shorten up his right hand. That's one of the reasons why I went over Parker's head, because Wilder's not able to shorten up his right hand. All right, Wilder again missed with the counter right hand. Wilder steps back, but he steps out of position. the right foot steps out of position. He's not in a boxing stance. This is not a boxing stance. All right. If he would have stepped back, he did okay. Step back with his rear foot right here. All right. So if he would have just held position, maybe slid this foot, open up the hips, and just, man, the right uppercut is his head is lined up for it. But he didn't do it. So let's move on. Again, Parker with the overhand right. You know, this was Parker's punch throughout the fight. He pendulum stepped onto the line and threw an overhand right, which connected, not great, but it did. Again, Wilder threw a long right hand. You know, Wilder really should have checked hook, but Wilder doesn't have a left hand. We talk about his right hand. He should have threw a short right hand. You know, Parker did good to get his head off the line. You know, obviously this is what Parker worked on. Oh, wow. In the 8th round, oops, I went the wrong way. This is what he should have been doing. But his timing is off and he scoops. He's scooping. I mean, good try. I mean, this is what he should have been doing. But he scoops. And he just, the trajectory of it just it goes this way. You got to get a feeling of the trajectory of Parker's head. But Wilder's just not feeling the distance or the timing or the rhythm. And I think this is an age thing. That's why he couldn't land his right hand. He's just too old. But this was the best try. Should have been doing this a lot. Like Wilder said, all he need is one, right? That's what he always said. All he needed was one. Wilder never landed a good counter right hand in this fight. He never landed a good counter right hand in this fight. In this whole fight, I didn't see not one good counter right hand. Wilder never threw a right to the body. Wilder constantly head hunting, and his distance and timing was off. So again, Deontay Wilder, the most potent weapon in boxing, is now ineffective. So if you ask me, did Wilder throw any decent right hand? Well, he threw some decent right hands. If I had to give Wilder a grade for his best right hand would be at best a C-. A C-. He pendulum stepped onto the line. That's good distance. Look at it. He's not too close. This is one of the very few times where he pendulum stepped onto the, when I say the line, I mean the fire line, where you're in good position to land your punch. He's in great position to land his punch. But look how Wilder throws his head. He doesn't twist his body. I don't know if it landed. It's hard to tell from this video, but this still is one of his best punches. He didn't throw his body into Parker, so I had to say this is one of his better punches. He's open for the right uppercut. It's right there. It's right there. All right, so let's move on. One of the reasons why Deontay Wilder didn't have much success is because most of the time he never set up his right hand. But this time he did. He threw a flicking jab to get Parker to think about the jab. And then he a slight feint. You know, Parker thinks the jab is coming again, and Wilder is able to land an overhand right. Maybe that was his best punch of the fight.
Cocking up that right hand.
No, I give it a C because at least this is one of the few times that he actually set up his right hand. One of the very few times that he actually set up his right hand. Let's look at it again. Flick, right? There it is. I mean, this is what Wilder should have been doing the whole fight. Feinting and firing. Feinting and firing. This is probably the only time that I saw Wilder feint and fire, and he landed. Again, let's see what happens. All right, so this is definitely not a solid right hand. This is an example of Wilder throwing a long right hand where he should have threw a short right hand. Let's see. That was a good touch. Man, short right hand. He's open for the uppercut. This is unbelievable. Look, he just threw it right over it. God. I don't know why I put this in. Pendulum step. He pendulum step on the line. Wilder is set up for a long right hand. All right. I say that was at least a decently thrown right hand. Parker did a good job of getting off the line, getting off the firing line. All right. Again, Wilder is in good position to land the right hand. Now, you know, his right hand is all the way down here, and, you know, it is what it is. And he threw, again, a long right hand. Look at his arms. It's long, whereas it should have been a short right hand right here. Boom. His fist should have been right there, short right. Not even necessarily uppercut or right hook, because Parker leaned right into it. But okay, that was a solid right hand. Parker defended it well, but Wilder finally threw a right hand that had technique, correct punch mechanic. All right, Wilder touch and go, boom, right? This was a C right hand, C right hand. Parker defended it fine, you know. If Wilder could have touched, boom. You know, Wilder's not going to follow up with a left hook, but it's what it is. We talk about Wilder's right hand. All right.
When he's letting the shots go, or when Wilder throws his shots.
So Wilder touch. Look at Wilder's hand. It's all the way down here. I don't know why Wilder's hand doesn't be up there. But he landed the counter jab, so that's why. If Wilder's hand was in position, if his hand was already in position, Wilder would have threw a cross counter right over and possibly landed a good shot. Pendulum step. He measured. Of course, this is the 12th round. He's still throwing over Parker's head. And these were considered the best thrown right hands of the fight. So when I say Wilder has the most ineffective right hand in boxing, at least in this fight, it was the most ineffective right hand in boxing. So Parker's strategy was to land his counter overhand right over Deontay Wilder's jabs. He also attacked Deontay Wilder with overhand right. Now, you know, Deontay Wilder is 6'7", so he has a reach and a height advantage. So oftentimes, the shorter man's best weapon is an overhand right. Parker threw the overhand right early and often. The thing about it is Deontay Wilder never really adjusted to the overhand right. Anytime Deontay came forward to attack, Parker threw a cross counter, often landed overhand right over Deontay Wilder's lead hand. Parker had Deontay's timing because Wilder never feinted. He never feinted the fire, and he never switched anything up. Parker's going to throw his overhand right over Deontay's lead hand. You know, it didn't always land, but that was his strategy, and he kept at it. Again, Parker throws the overhand right over Deontay Wilder's lead hand. All right, let's look at it again. This was his strategy throughout the fight. You know, Deontay never feinted in the fire. He never gave Parker any different looks, so Parker was able to pull this off easily. Deontay Wilder's height oftentimes saved him. His height and his shoulders, he was able to roll a lot of shots, but he got hit a lot of times. So got hit enough time where he got buzzed. All right, let's look at it. Just threw the overhand right. This was a good cross counter. This is one of the best counter punches in boxing. It's the cross counter. You throw the cross over the jab. It's called. That's why you throw a right cross, and it's a counter punch. So cross counter. Aim at the chin. Let's look at it. Jab, but it's more of a lead hook. All right, do the right cross counter, right at the chin. Again, overhand right over Deontay's jab. This happened throughout the fight. Now this one time where Parker actually threw a counter left hook. Most of the time it was the counter overhand. He parried the jab. Parker still countered off of Deontay's jab. Again, boxing is the manipulation of distance and timing. And Parker had Deontay's timing. This is just another angle. Again, Deontay threw the jab. Parker. Well, I think this was more of a lead. Parker feint his jab towards Deontay's midsection and then threw it overhand right. That was one of Parker's strategy. Throw the jab low and then come high with the overhand right. Again, Wilder slow on the counter. Overhand right. Theme of the fight. So there you have it, folks. Deontay Wilder's right hand was totally ineffective in this fight. Wilder just could not manipulate distance and timing. Wilder failed to manage distance, and he just could not get a feel of his timing. He could never land the counter right hand, and he was just a touch too late to be effective with his right hand. Wilder's one of my favorite fighters, and Wilder was a one-trick pony, but that one trick was an amazing trick that brought him to the heights of boxing. But Wilder time is undefeated. I believe it's time for Wilder to ride off in the sunset. What a career. He had a career that anybody would be proud of, and he accomplished all of his goals as far as and being able to support his family and give his family a better life. Hats off to Deontay Wilder. Please like and subscribe the video. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I'm Coach Carter for Zachary Carter TV. I'm out.